We're on our way, Snow. We've scrounged up every piece of rolling equipment we could beg, borrow, or steal, and stuffed them full of farm fables and guns. Lots of guns. Tons of guns. And now we're hauling ass to the city. So hold on, 'cause the cavalry's coming.
Where are we? I can't see.
No, but you're going to get us all in trouble if some Monday driver sees you, so sit back down and cover up, Stinky.
Are we really going to war, Weyland?
I'd like to think not. I want to hope it's a big mistake or an unannounced drill, but the truth is, yes. I do believe we are.
But why us, Pops? Why'd we volunteer to go along? Put our lives on the line to help Fables who've got us pulling plows 12 hours a day?
Which we'll have to continue doing for another 98 years, boo. Unless we demonstrate our renowned loyalty to the powers that be.
What are you doing? You can't just decide to erect a barrier across a New York City street.
Of course we can, officer. We've got our permit right here to close off Bullfin Street for a block party.
But cement barriers for a party? It looks more like you're preparing for an invasion.
Keep working, boys. Prince Charming will take care of the curious Mondays.
Nothing so dramatic. We're an insular community, still holding on to our quaint traditions from the old country. We just want to ensure privacy during our cultural celebration is all.
Okay, this permit looks in order.
Just make sure you have all this cleared away again before the day after tomorrow.
Absolutely, officers. And you two take care out there. We're avid boosters of New York's finest. Problem solved. And how goes your part of the struggle, gentlemen?
We're doing okay, Mr. Prince, sir. It's a bit messy rolling the barrels into position before the cement's fully set, but...
Marvelous. You're doing fine. By noon, we'll have walls closing off each end of Bullfin Street. 2 barrels high and at least 2 barrels deep. Walk with me, Fly.
Sure.
Who owns these cars? Are they ours?
Yes, sir. They belong to Fabletown residents. We have spells that keep the Mondays from parking here.
Good. We'll move them into a tight semicircle here, defending the woodland entrance. This type of warfare is all about preparing a series of defensible fallback positions nested within each other. We'll use the walled courtyard fronting the woodland building as our final redoubt.
This is a lot of work to defend ourselves against 3 wooden gunmen, isn't it?
3 that we know of. But who knows how many there truly are.
Pay careful attention, brothers. First, take extra care of opening each crate so as not to damage the precious contents within. Then examine each piece as you unpack it to make sure it's properly intact and functional. I caution you to be most careful with the head and hands, the 3 parts carved by the creator himself and enchanted to pass as living flesh among the meatheads.
Brother Lou, how grand to see you again.
Greetings, Brother Randolph. I trust you fared well during these long days of transit and storage.
Extremely well, brother. In fact, I'm almost loath to leave the warm and roomy comfort of my cozy packing crate.
Well, it's time to go to work, Brother Randolph. Let's get you unpacked and over to Station 2 for assembly. Brothers, as soon as you're assembled, it's your responsibility to check yourself for full mobility. If something is too tight or too loose, get it fixed here and now before proceeding to wardrobe.
Make sure you have 1 shirt, 1 pair of pants, 1 suit jacket, 1 tie, 1 pair of socks, 1 left shoe, and 1 right shoe. Don't worry about sizes. They're all the same.
Once you've dressed, proceed to Station 5 for your hair. Then go to Station 6 for your weapons.
If you have a preference in hair color, let me know now, or you'll have to find someone willing to trade with you.
Not everyone gets a gun. There aren't enough. If you aren't issued a gun, stay close to a brother who has one. If he falls in battle, then congratulations. You get a gun. Once you're fully assembled, dressed, and armed, proceed downstairs to mission planning and indoctrination.
What are you doing out of bed, young man?
I'm signing myself out and going back to Fabletown. There's a battle coming, Dr. Swineheart, and I have no intention of sitting this one out.
Nonsense. You're in no shape to.
Look at me! Look what you did to my hands! Do you think I'll ever be able to play the trumpet again with these?
I'm the world's most gifted surgeon. Once I've operated, there's a good chance you'll recover most of your...
Bitch is going to pay. Maybe I should dress first.
I'd love to be able to use you in actual fighting. Unfortunately, your considerable powers will be needed in a more vital capacity. Even if we win the battle, we will still lose everything if the Mondays discover any part of what's about to occur. I won't allow that. I put too many years into building Fabletown to lose it now. Your one and only job is to keep the Mondays from noticing or remembering anything that happens here over the next couple of days.
That's going to be awfully expensive, Miss White. Can't Fabletown afford so many costly enchantments?
This is an officially declared Fabletown emergency, and like every other able-bodied Fable, you've been drafted to do your part. Go read your copies of the Fabletown Compact. For the duration of this crisis, you're working for free.
Fine. We're eager to help.
Great. Then let's discuss the specifics of what you'll do.
Lock up your sons and daughters, boys. The Farm Fables have arrived.
Hello, Miss Red. We've missed you down in the town.
Me too, Fly. I've forgotten what a gorgeous lady killer you are. Good thing I'm sitting, because my knees have suddenly gone all wobbly. Speaking of lady killers, I understand we've you to thank for ridding us of Bluebeard. Well done, Prince Charming.
Glad to do it. Just remember me come election day.
So where do you want us, cowboy?
Unload everything directly inside the Woodlands courtyard.
That's going to play hell with Trusty John's garden.
He won't complain. He's still in the hospital after being shot last night.
Make sure everyone gets one of these radios.
Everyone? That's not enough, Miss White. The local radio shack only had 12 in stock.
Not everyone, but what do we call them? Group leaders?
Platoon leaders?
Section leaders?
Christ above, we don't even have common language for this business. How are we even going to pretend to function once the actual fighting starts?
Just don't show indecision in front of the troops, and you'll do fine. Dr. Swineheart? Blue?
What in God's name are you two doing here?
Delivering medical supplies, as ordered. And of course, reporting for duty.
Not that! What's Blue doing out of the hospital? And what are you doing to him?
Isn't it obvious? I'm taping this weapon to his hands. They're so injured, he couldn't hold it otherwise.
But he's not fit for... Blue, you get back to bed this instant.
I'm staying.
Swineheart, you're a doctor. How could you be part of this nonsense?
Because I'm a battlefield surgeon, the best in the history of warfare. Our priorities differ from those in strictly civilian practice, in that we're often called upon to get soldiers patched up, just enough to get them back into the fight.
I'm adamant, Miss White. I won't sit this out.
We're all lunatics in bedlam. Hurry along then, gentlemen, and you can hear me address the troops.
Do you really think this will work, old man?
Absolutely. You don't know her like I do. I just hope she forgives me after the battle.
Oh, there you are. You don't answer right away, so I thought I'd just pop in and see if you were home.
Prince Charming, what are you?
I must say, you're looking even more lovely than your all-too-appropriate name boasts, Beauty. Shall we get started? I don't want to miss Snow's big speech.
Started on what?
Didn't Beast tell you yet? We reached a modest monetary deal for about 15 minutes of your considerable charms. You two need the extra income, and I always like a good, lusty tumble just before a fight, so...
He what?
It helps calm me.
I'll kill him! I'm going to... Get out! Get out, you filthy filth!
I guess that did the trick, eh?
Oh, yes. I'm ready for war now.
I'm no military commander. I've no special wisdom to impart except that which others have said so many times before. We don't have any particular country to defend. Ours were lost to us long ago. And we've no flag to fight for. Fabletown has no formal status, except as it exists in our minds and our hearts. No, when we fight tonight, if we do, it will only be for each other, for those standing here beside us. Like every soldier, in every battle, in history. Cheer up, though. Once the bad guys see the strength in our fortifications, defenses, and most important, our resolve, they'll probably just turn tail and run.
Chances are, as soon as they see our numbers, the meatheads will simply roll over and show throat. Once they surrender, we must show proper restraint and not kill too many of them. Perhaps only those who hesitate to obey, or fail to show total deference, or cower and cringe just a bit too reluctantly. My dear brothers of the Holy Grove, we're about to embark on a glorious adventure in service to the Emperor. Form ranks and prepare to move out.
Would you mind telling me what you're up to? Exactly what Snow ordered me to do, Pinocchio. My job's to look after you during the fight. So that's what I'm preparing to do. I don't need looking after, Jack, for two very good reasons. First, even if the wooden soldiers attack everyone else, they won't harm me. Didn't you hear what they said last night? I'm the extra special super deluxe big brother. Okay, not so much big, but the treasured elder brother. And second, when they give up and run away, I plan to voluntarily go with them. Somewhere over there, the adversary has my dad prisoner, turning out wooden soldiers for him. All this time, I thought Geppetto was dead. Now we can be reunited. And besides, do you actually think he'll be able to harm them with bullets? They're wooden soldiers, moron, as in made of wood! Ever shoot a tree and see it fall over dead? Shoot at these guys all day, jackass, and they won't feel a thing. Think you got it all figured out, Runt? Do you honestly imagine there's a chance we'd ever let you skip back to the homeland to spill your guts to the enemy? When Snow ordered me to look out for you, she didn't necessarily mean protect you. My sword's for chopping up your brothers in the Knothead Brigade. But if it looks like you've fallen into their hands and there's no other choice, I have the gun to kill me. Bullseye.
Good afternoon, Mr. Grimble.
Mr. Hobbs.
Looking forward to this evening's festivities.
Could be nice to finally go out without this glamour up.
In addition to the unfettered license to kill and maim again, have you missed it as much as I have?
A bit, Mr. Hobbs, a bit. Care to make it interesting with a wager?
Capital idea, Mr. Grimble. Troll versus Goblin. How shall we score it?
Most number of heads collected when it's all over should do the trick. Loser buys dinner.
Agreed.
This started out as a nice day, but now it's freezing.
I hate March.
Tom, look at this.
Is it a parade?
I don't think so. Maybe a demonstration?
Oh, they're all too white to be Black Pride, or Latino Pride, or Asian Pride.
They're all well dressed. Could they be gay pride?
I doubt it. Their suits are way too conservative.
And they all have guns.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, it finally happened. It's the Young Republicans. They're marching in, taking over New York.
Just like when they marched on Paris in '39.
Weren't those the Nazis?
Is there a difference?
Does this mean we get Giuliani back? Oh my! Down the alarm!
They're coming.
They're coming! The soldiers are coming!
How many?
Hundreds!
Maybe thousands.
Oh, dear God.